Taking none.
What's up, guys? It's Kayla, aka Nola K. I hope you guys had a lovely New Year's. I'm recording this on New Year. I hope 2021 is going to be your best year, but unfortunately, I have some bad news that came out today. New Year's, obviously you're looking for the best, hoping for the best, but with the Saints-related news, if you don't already know, Alvin Kamara has been placed on the COVID-19 list. Alvin Kamara has the coronavirus. I feel like everything that we gain, there always has to be one step back. Like, literally everything this entire season, that's how I view it. We can have a W or have a good win or something positive can happen, but there'll be minor setbacks. I don't know. This year just seems absolutely crazy to me. It's just, I don't know. But see, the situation hurts us not only for this game. So him having COVID, he will be out for the Panthers game. But since I think it was on this Friday, he was not in the facility. I think, the results came out. He can't play for another 10 days. So that means, that means that if we end up with a Saturday playoff game, that Alvin Kamara cannot play because that would only be 9 days. He has to wait a full 10 days, so he would only be eligible if we have a Sunday wild card game. So that's huge. Not only is he going to miss, the Panthers game, which he could have had 1,000 yards. I think he needed 60 more yards. Could have had his first 1,000-yard season. However, that's not going to happen anymore, obviously. But he can miss the wild card game, depending if we get a Saturday wild card game. So this can all kind of be avoided if we get the number 1 seed. What we need to happen, we need the Seahawks to win, the Saints need to win, and a Packers loss. The Packers are playing against the Bears need to win. The Seahawks are playing against the 49ers, the Seahawks need to win, and the Saints need to win. Be a 3-way tie in which the Saints get the number 1 seed. Obviously, you want the number 1 seed regardless. I mean, coming in, I was just like, it's whatever if we get the number 2 seed before the Packers game when I saw all the snow against the Tennessee Titans. Like, no, if we have to go to Green Bay and it's snowing, that's going to be a huge challenge. So, yes, I want the number 1 seed regardless of this whole situation. But we're still eligible, so that could be very, very possible. C.J. Gardner-Johnson got tested earlier this week. He's positive for corona, so yet another defensive player not being able to be in the Carolina game. Marcus Williams is out. Man, we're going to need him healthy. I'm hoping they're just resting him for the playoffs. Hopefully he can play in the first playoff game we have. And Josh Hill is out this game. Hasn't really been a big factor this year. I think he's just been a blocker for us, not really a tight end, like catching balls. But, this whole situation is absolutely crazy. Great news totally for the Saints starting off 2021. This is going to be a wild playoff time. We're still hoping and expecting Michael Thomas can come back. We're still hoping and expecting Traquan Smith can come back. We're just hoping and we're waiting to the last minute for all the stars to align. Moving on to the Carolina Panthers injuries. Christian McCaffrey and Mike Davis are both doubtful for this game. Christian McCaffrey has been dealing with an injury all season long, hasn't really played. In our Week 7 matchup with the Carolina Panthers at New Orleans, he could have played but opted out or just wasn't ready. So we haven't seen Christian McCaffrey against us this season, but Mike Davis, his backup, has been doing a pretty good job, solid job. No Christian McCaffrey, but he's been doing a nice job. Now he's doubtful for this game, so they'll probably end up using their backup running back, who I don't know who that is, but Brian Burns is the next person who's doubtful. He has 9 sacks on the year. I think our offensive line has been doing pretty good, so I'm not really concerned about that. As far as Christian McCaffrey and Mike Davis both possibly being out, I think this is perfect time for the Saints' run defense to get back on track. We've been shaky ever since that Eagles game, letting up 2 100-yard rushers. Then the following week at the Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire almost had about 100 yards, but he stopped, I think, at 70. He got injured, so who knows what would have happened there. And then last week, Dalvin Cook had about 70 yards, and he averaged like 5 yards per carry. And the Vikings stopped running the ball because the Saints caught a lead and they felt they needed to pass. So the one thing all year I've been pretty much certain of is the Saints' run defense. But as of late, they haven't been looking that good. They've been, letting up larger runs. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson has missed some time. Cameron Jordan got suspended for, I think, half a game. And then Malcolm Brown, who's a good run stopper, has been injured. Looks like all of them will be coming back and be playing for this Panthers game. So it would be very exciting to see if the Saints' run defense gets back to normal. So the Panthers' total offense is ranked 20th, their passing attack is ranked 17th, and their run game is ranked 21st. Teddy Bridgewater has been doing a pretty good and solid job as his first year as a starting quarterback in a long time. He's only thrown 9 interceptions, has 15 touchdowns, and he's been kind of hurt, battling some injuries along the way, but he's done pretty good. Their receiving attack, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, who's made a pretty big name for himself this year, and Curtis Samuel. I think, our cornerbacks will match up great against them. Marshawn Lattimore, who's been going on the uprise, in my opinion. Janoris Jenkins, been there. Of course, we don't have Marcus Williams, so P.J. Williams did a pretty good job. Didn't hear his name called. Doing the right thing. So, but I think we'll do fine in the secondary. We talked about their running game situation with, Christian McCaffrey and Mike Davis. But, the Panthers have been in every single game they've played in pretty much this entire season. They go neck to neck to the worst team to the best team. They almost won against the Chiefs and the Packers. So, but they're in tight situations. No matter what team it is, they're always neck and neck with them to almost the last minute. So we're gonna have to bring our all. Obviously, we talked about the struggles we have already. So we're just gonna have to come prepared. I almost forgot about this, but I really couldn't because I remember how much this irritated me. Last time we played the Panthers, we only got 1 sack on Teddy Bridgewater, and that was a game-ending sack by Marcus Davenport. Teddy Bridgewater looked so comfortable in the pocket, probably the most comfortable I've ever seen a quarterback this season against the Saints defense. He was just so comfortable, had all the time in the world to throw. That's going to have to change, and I think everybody was there. I don't think anyone was on COVID. I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone was on COVID. I don't think anyone was hurt. I could be wrong, but either way, we're going to need to get a lot of pressure so we can have a better chance to win this game. Trey Hendrickson is going to be back. I think Malcolm Brown is going to be back. So we'll have all the keys. So we're just going to have to hit home if we want a better chance to win. The Panthers' defense is ranked 20th overall. They're 17th in pass defense, and they're 17th in run defense. The Vikings had a worse defense, statistically speaking, in both categories, in both the pass defense and the run defense. So this could be a potential challenge if you say, well, Drew Brees threw 2 interceptions. He didn't have the best game. Drew Brees didn't have the best game. However, I think he was very effective and very good. And he looked way much better when you talked about being consistent versus the Chiefs game. He's obviously just came off a big injury, but Drew Brees definitely had a better game. He had 311 yards, and most importantly, he spread the ball around. This could be very, very good because, Alvin Kamara won't be in the lineup, so we still have other offensive weapons. Emmanuel Sanders had a good game. Jared Cook had a good game. Adam Trotman, Marcus Callaway, who I want to use more. He only got 3 receptions, but he's came off of IR. So we can use Taysom Hill as a receiver. Juwan Johnson even got a catch. Michael Burton even got a little catch. But And Ty Montgomery was also in the lineup, and Austin Carr was too, but they didn't get any receptions. But, those are just all the offensive talent and weapons we have and we could work with. With Alvin Kamara being out, we have to lean on Latavius Murray, who I think is an excellent running back. He's just different from Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is more of an explosive, will slip through tackles type of running back. Latavius Murray is a power back, kind of like a Mark Ingram type style, full force, full strength. Last game, he had 12 carries for 72 yards, and he averaged 6 yards. Alvin Kamara averaged 7 yards, so just 1 yard difference. But obviously, I'm not comparing Alvin Kamara's performance to Latavius Murray's performance whatsoever. I'm just reading the stats. But I think Latavius Murray sometimes isn't used enough. Obviously, he had 12 touches last game, but usually he's not used enough. Latavius Murray is very, very good, and I think we can rely on him. I think maybe his season high this year is like 2 touchdowns, and I think he hit 100 yards on one of them. But, yeah, Latavius Murray is very, very durable. Again, he's just different from Alvin Kamara. Doesn't mean he's not going to be effective. I think he can be effective. Alvin Kamara is just a different type of back. But Latavius Murray should do. I think he'll have a nice production if we use him enough and effectively. I doubt Sean Payton is thinking about, since Alvin Kamara's out, we're just going to throw it in, and let Drew take care of it. I doubt that. I think, of course, Latavius Murray is going to have his touches as he should, and he should have a pretty good game. My score prediction is 30-17, Saints on top. So that should leave us at 12-4, which I predicted during the bye. 12-4 we would go. Hopefully all goes well. I'm hoping cards will play out with the whole number 1 seeding thing. If not, we will play on Wild Card Weekend, and I will be here. But as far as this game, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this entire season, to be honest. Obviously, the Alvin Kamara injury, maybe Marcus Williams still being out, any playoff concerns you have, or just anything. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.